Today, let's go on a hunt. A midnight hunt for what I consider to be the best cards in this set, and it's coming up next. Hi everyone, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, welcome aboard. I hope you enjoyed this content today, and if you did, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Join in the fun. I'm looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. For all my regular viewers out there, welcome back everyone. This is a double video day. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you enjoy the content. We are going on a hunt today. I'm going to show you the cards I consider to be the best cards inside of this set, Midnight Hunt. It doesn't mean every card's going to pan out, but these are cards that interest me and I think have potential inside of other formats. Let's get to that discussion with card number one. So card number one is Lord of the Forsaken. It's a 6 casting cost, but he is a 6/6 flying trample. The idea of sacrificing another creature, okay, not himself, but another creature, to mill 3 cards is pretty fun. Now, paying 1 life to add to your mana pool is nice as well, okay? Now, you can only use this to cast from graveyards, but it's the idea of this Lord of the Forsaken Waste, going through, dragging things up from the dead grave to use to help him out later. I like the idea of the card. I like the fact he's 6 for 6/6, kind of old school style for casting cost, but he has multiple small effects that can be used inside of different deck constructions to make him a usable card. I'm expecting to see quite a bit of him with anything mixing with black in the upcoming standard rotation, so enjoy yourself, Lord of the Forsaken. You deserve a spot. Jaren the Corrupted Bishop. Now he's a legendary human cleric, guys. Pretty awesome already. He's 3 casting costs for a 2/3. Only 1 black though. Very easy to splash into other decks and colors. As a legendary human cleric, it says, when Jaren Corrupted Bishop enters the battlefield or another non-token human creature you control dies, you lose 1 life, but you create a 1/1 white human creature token. That's awesome. So Jaren actually makes himself a 1/1 creature when he comes in to help him out. Very nice. Now it says here, you can pay 2. Target human you control gains lifelink, so he can gain you back the life you need, which is amazing. But he's not done yet. That's what I like about what Wizards is doing with some of these new cards. At the beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, that's right, following that Halloween theme of 13 life, then you can transform Jaren by paying 2 black and 4 other. Then he becomes Ormenadal, the Corruptor. That's a 6/6 flying trample lifelink, with the ability of sacrificing another creature to draw a card, because Jaren, of course, has made you all these cool little like token creatures, and now you can sack them to get more cards in your hand. Very, very cool. Okay, and the fact you can do as much as you need to get cards makes him an epic card to use in all kinds of different formats. So I like what I'm seeing here. Way to go, Wizards. Jaren's a pretty fun card. Teferi, who slows the sunset. That's right, a new planeswalker with 1 white, 1 blue, and 2 other. Not the worst. Loyalty 4, it all kind of adds up nicely. But I like his first effect as a mini effect that gives you 3 different abilities. You look at this for +1. Choose up to 1 target artifact, 1 target creature, and 1 target land. Untap the chosen permanents you control, or tap the permanents you don't control, and you gain 2 life. So I'm going to gain 2 life every turn. Very nice. Especially if you mix this with a Cosmos Elixir or other ways of gaining life. Now, you can also go ahead and tap or untap a land. Great. I can untap an artifact that gives me land or an artifact creature. Very cool. Or I can tap other people's permanents doing the exact same effects. I love this card. He is going to see play all the time. And yeah, it's going to drag out arena play a little bit and your in-house store play, but it's going to be a great time. Now, his -2 is basically a brainstorm effect. You're going to look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest of them at the bottom of your library. Any order, it's fine. That's okay. At -2, though, it's going to hurt. It's a desperation move. It's when you're searching and you're close to dying that you're like, I got to find something. Teferi, slow the sunset and save me. I get it. You got to do something, right? Now, if we go ahead and look at that -7, the emblem power, and by the way, Wizards, thank you for never coming up with some silly effect that can get rid of emblems. If they make it onto the battlefield, they should always stay there. I hope Wizards never changes that. Now you get an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's draw step. I like this. Not a killer crazy card, but you get to draw some stuff, you get to get some stuff out. It's fairly decent. Now, if you mix him If we take Teferi and you mix him in with Elrond's Epiphany or some other cards to get extra turns, you will get to that emblem effect. You will get to some of that sick, crazy powerness. Decks being constructed with him will be definitely white-blue only, with pathways and probably some of the slow lands. Keep an eye on Teferi, guys. He is going to see gameplay everywhere. Be aware of it. I don't think he's going to be a very expensive card in the long run, but his playability inside Standard will be undeniable in the coming seasons. All right, let's take a look at our next card today. That's right, it's the Meathook Massacre. Say that 5 times fast. Now, this thing costs 2 black, plus X. When it comes into the battlefield, each creature gets -X until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. This card could be epic for stopping mass token armies. It has great uses, and it could be unsummoned. You can always recast it later with the proper deck built around it. I wish this card had some flavor text, but it's definitely going to see play in the upcoming Standard season here. I know I'll be using it in a mixed deck. So, Meathook Massacre, way to go. You can't really say anything bad about it. Other than there's meat hooks with hands hanging from it. It's kind of in the Halloween theme, so I like it. Very creepy card with a lot of versatile use. Now, the Moonveil Regent. I get it, guys. This card is a beast. People have been talking about it right away. Thank goodness it doesn't have haste or trample, right? Thank God we didn't add that many more abilities. Now, the Moonveil Regent. For 4, it's a 4/4. Already makes it a decent card. It has flying. That's a bonus. I mean, it's a dragon. Of course it does. But when you cast a spell, you may discard your hand, and if you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colors. So if you mix some multicolored deck together and have these kind of beasts in it, you're drawing a lot of cards. That is crazy. When the Moonveil Regent dies, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. So you can see later on this could be used in a commander multicolored deck. It could be used in all kinds of scenarios, guys. Be aware of the awesomeness that is this card. It doesn't mean it's going to be a massive expensive card later on, but it is mythic. I think they'll be less open than anticipated, so I'm still expecting this card to rise in value over time. It's a good card to hold on to. All right, next card up is going to be Ren and Seven, because, you know, Ren and 6 just isn't there anymore. Found himself a new symbiote, and obviously this one's not as great because it does cost 5. That's the one drawback of this particular card. 2 green, 3 other. It is Ren. He's awesome. +1, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards into your hand and the rest in the graveyard. -0. Just, you know, hey, why not? Put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so you can clear your hand out. Kind of nice. But they do come into play tapped. Now, this is the effect that most people will be using when it comes into play. If Ren can stay alive on the battlefield when he comes into play, you know you're going to pop that -3 to go ahead and get that nice big beastie tree folk guard. That's what you're going to have to do and hope that they can't get through it to get to Ren. And -8, return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. This is the one that could be scary if you can get it that high up the battlefield chain. If you get this emblem, it's going to be beast, okay? Because you have no maximum hand size now, and you can recast anything people have flipped out, destroyed, or gotten rid of. So Ren has some potential as a mid-game, late-game card if he can stay on the battlefield. I think with all the creature and planeswalker kill we've seen, though, being built into these series and this standard format right now, I think it's a long shot to see him in, you know, play a lot. But maybe somebody will figure out a deck that's broken and can use him. All right, Denrick, the Pious Apprentice. And, of course, he flips over to Denrick, the Pious Apparition. I like things like this where it goes, okay, it's a 2/3 and then it's a 3/2. I like that. Kind of flips his power, his toughness. Now, he has lifelink, which is amazing when he's alive. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. I like it. And of course, you could always bring him back later for his disturb cost. But he's a legendary human soldier for 2. And that means he can go all kinds of ways with Teferi in the white-blue decks, okay? Now, when he comes back, he has flying. When one or more creature cards are put in the graveyard from anywhere, investigate. The ability triggers only once a turn. Okay, so you get a little investigate if something dies, cool. If Denrick, Pious Apparition will be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. That makes sense, because he died the second time. He's now exiled from the game. It stops opponents from bringing him back too or using that card against you later on. I like that. So Denrick deserves a place. He may not be the most powerful card on my list, but he just has some versatile uses I can see in Standard. Now, the lands. The slow lands. I just put 2 of them up here to show you guys an example. the breach here says, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. I see these lands being paired off with pathways on purpose. This was by design. You have the pathways in your hand, you put one out the first turn, maybe you have some basic lands mixed in, and then you play Deserted Breach, or one of the other versions of this card, these lands. And then, of course, it doesn't come into play tapped, allowing you to use a white-blue deck with Teferi, red-black with some of the Regent Veil, with some of the other cards I've mentioned. You see how this can all pair off nicely? It was by design. You can see it now as plainly as I can see how awesome these cards are going to be inside Standard for the next little while. Now, our next card, Galvanic Iteration. I love this card. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be abused. 1 red, 1 blue, simple to cast. I'm showing you the full art version here. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copies. So I see this being used with Elrond's Epiphany. I see it being used with Magic Missile and all kinds of other spells that can't be countered. Heated Debate. These things are going to be epic in gameplay. And not only that, the thing has flashback. Think about what you can do with this in certain decks you want to use it for. Even if it's just a red-blue deck with a lot of burn power and kill power, this card is going to be awesome to see used inside. And I don't see a lot of counter spells coming up right now to stop it. So let's find out how great it's going to be. Keep an eye on this card in the next 60 days. It won't be the most expensive card, but it'll sure be a blast on Arena and in-store gameplay. Alright, the last card I want to share with you guys is Katilda, the Dawnheart Prime. Alright, legendary human warlock. A lot of humans in the set, you notice? I mean, that's what happens there on Innistrad, but still, it's a rare, okay? It has a 2 casting cost. You guys know I like that stuff. It's good for Mox Amber and other formats that want low casting costs, awesome legendary creatures. It has protection from werewolves, sure, little side bonus. Human creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color of this creature's colors, okay? Think about it. You can add green or you can add white. Think about what humans become now. Think about this with Denrick or other guys. It can be a lot of fun. All right, now, you go ahead and you look at the fact that at 6, this thing can put counters on each creature you control. Not each other creature, it's each creature. So it means even Katilda, the Dawnheart Prime here, is going to get it. This is going to be a beast card that's going to see a lot of play with people trying to pump these cards up. Be aware of the nightmare that is Midnight Hunt. It is going to be a blast. I'm telling you guys, I can't wait to see what happens when this all hits and has a good 30 to 60 days out to see what construction people come up with. I think we're in for a lot of fun. I think what we're seeing in Midnight Hunt is kind of a nice leveling of the field. It's going to be a great time. Things are going to rotate out and a lot of new decks are going to be built with a lot of these crazy new cards. I can't wait to see it. Tell me what you guys think. I'm looking forward to talking to the comment sections. Everyone have a great day today. This is MTG Moxman. I hope you smash that subscribe button. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the double video today. That's right, having a blast. DKMTG, I told you guys I would do it. Big shout out to all my patrons for allowing me the opportunity to bring all this great content to everyone. I hope you have a great day today. Patrons rock and make the world go round. Hope you guys have a great one. See you soon. That's right, you guys asked for it. I brought you another gameplay video at the end of today. I figured why not? It's a Saturday. I'm home with my family. I had a few minutes this morning. I thought I would take the opportunity to play some matches on Arena, give you guys another run through of how this deck works. And although it doesn't have any Biblioplexes show up in the match, it gives you an idea of how things go down. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay guys, here we go. We are trying again with the beautiful, amazing deck that I like to call the Biblioplex deck. Alright guys, remember the ramp in this deck is to get things out quickly, get some tokens and stuff going, get those treasures out there with Magda, and be able to take extra turns. You have Cosmos Elixir to draw cards. It's all about drawing cards in this deck. You want to see how much you can get out? The damage spells like Heated Debate, Magic Missile, those are there to boom people away and they can't be countered, which is why they're in the deck. I don't like when people counter my stuff. I like to be prepared. Let's see, searching some stuff out. Alright, this is perfect here, so watch this. We're going to go here. We're going to, of course, go ahead and foretell. Then we're going to hit with Magda, which is going to give us a treasure token. Perfect, right? Anything they send against us, we're basically going to unsummon at this point to get the next treasure token, so we can get the Cosmos Elixir out and slow them down for a turn, okay? So let's see what those bad boys do. Oh, we got some good ones out there. They're just going to gain some life? Okay. Their deck is going to be a little bit slower. That may not fare well against my deck. Okay, they're going to scry 2 and draw a card. I don't care. Okay. So we, at this point, we want to put out a Cosmos Elixir. Then we're going to attack again. Because we want to get the extra life going so we can get closer to our turns. Remember this, we want to get to a replicating ring. We want to get the Biblioplex out. We want to dump our hand. His deck right now, he's searching, he's getting things going, he's building his land thing up. The tree makes me think he has a whole bunch of stuff to use later, which means a late game is something he wants as well. So let's find out how this all pairs up for us. I'm going to pop out the Goldspan Dragon at this point. We're going to make him work for it. If he doesn't have anything really soon, it's going to hurt him. Got our treasure tokens. I have enough to use the Elrond's Epiphany, so basically he's dead next turn unless he has something to stop this stuff right now. This is his chance. This is it. This could be like a really fast match unless he's got something going for the Moxman. That Scoot Swarm is not going to save you, bro. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Do I really want to do anything? Nah. I don't care if he gets the bugs going. Do I? Nah, I don't care. Let's get things going here. Alright, we are going to Elrond's Epiphany. We're going to take some extra turns. We're going to unsummon that little insect. We're going to attack him. Oh, I feel bad for you. We're going to unsummon his Scoot Swarm. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Then we're going to Elrond's Epiphany. Then we're going to hit him. You can see how this deck works now, right, guys? Draw another card. Draw another card. Put this out. Take another turn. Attack him with everything. He should probably give up right about now. Unless he's got something I don't know about. He's thinking. He's thinking. He's checking his book over here. See the book? He's checking the book. Come on. This match should already be over. Oh, he's thinking. Oh, he has to think. He's got to think against the Moxman. Rubis, you got to think against the Moxman. You got to know what Moxman is thinking. I don't know how players can mess this stuff up, but this is how I like to roll. This is the deck I'm working on. I'm missing the Galvanic Iteration. I can't wait to get it inside the deck and just give people a little sample of what's to come when I play Arena. Are we there? Are we there? I didn't even get the cards I wanted to get. I didn't even get to dump my full hand out. See, most people think you want to have card advantage by holding cards. I want the Biblioplex to come out. I want to be at 0 cards so I can just keep drawing and flipping, drawing and flipping. And he's just thinking. He's drawing this game out. He's just chilling like a villain. He's just going to pull the game with his teeth as long as he can. I get you, buddy. I understand. You're having a hard time grasping that you've lost the match and you just want to drag it out. You're playing against the Moxman. It feels awesome to play against the Moxman. I get it. And I'm sorry. More tokens. Let's unsummon that. Let's give him a full thing of cards. There you go, buddy. Yay, I'll take another turn. We'll take another turn. You can see where I'm going with this deck, right, guys? I hope so. I hope we have that feeling. Is he gonna drag it? Don't drag it out. I could have just killed you with the magic missile. Come on. I'm just trying to show people. Don't be this way, Rubis. Don't do it. Oh, you're counting down, buddy. You're counting down to the loss. I get it. Full cards in hand. You had your turn 5. That's your chance to beat me. After turn 5, the game's all mine. I'm sorry to say that to you, but that's just the way it has to be. So don't be bitter. Move on to the next match and it'll all be okay. Well, guys, this is MTG Moxman. I hope you enjoyed the match today. Just showing you guys a little bit of what I like to do on Arena. And you never know. Sometimes things just work out. Ow, ow, ow. I get it. And I still had another turn. Yay! Alright guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the match today.